Hey guys, about to do something kind of nifty here. I'm finishing up a model. Thought I'd share it with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. This is a washer, and I'm going to start reshaping it a bit. Yes, I am wearing goggles. Very important. Okay, that's cool. So I have this interesting little shape here now, and I'm going to go ahead and flip this around. It's hot, so I got to be careful. Cools down pretty fast. And I'm going to make a little notch in the back as well, just a small one. Maybe a little more. Okay, there we go. So there's my shape, and I'm going to take this over to the modeling table now. Okay. So here we go. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it into this little guy here. This is from an antenna with a standard computer screw inside. I'm going to go ahead and tighten that screw. I have to place it down here. In a second, you're going to see what this is for. I will reveal the new model. Just need to finish this part. There we go. Yep, that looks good. Let's see. Yeah. Now, if you recall the robot that I built, the giant robot, what I was doing is when I had a screw like this, I would fill it with an epoxy, and what that does is it takes out those little cross hairs, the little holes, little Phillips hole, makes it look more like a round bolt. So I'm going to be doing something similar with that to finish it. But first, I need to mount it. Now, what am I going to mount it to? Well, here's the model, and it's another robot. So this is a robot called it's one of the Saucermen, and a little bit Maximilian from Black Hole. I haven't finished the arm here. This arm is actually what I'm going to be finishing right now, but the left arm is done, and there we go. That's this new guy. Of course, it's completely unpainted. And there's his helmet. So his helmet is made up of a canopy from an airplane, and it was supposed to, of course, be oriented like this for the nose of an airplane. And I've taken some landing gear and made a neck piece and a lot of other airplane parts and made the body. Now this little rod that he's mounted in down here, that's not going to be a part of the final model. That's actually, well, it'll remain there, but it'll be painted blue, and it'll be used simply as a stand for him to be mounted on, because this is a hovering robot. So there we go, hovering robot kit bash, and I'm just going to finish the arm now. So I'm going to take this piece. Let's see, where does it want to go? It wants to go right about here. Okay, yep, that looks good. So I'm going to use some thick super glue here. What happens is I keep this stuff open a little too long. It gets a little clogged. Gotta poke a hole in it now and then, get it open back up. There we go. And this is the thick kind. So I'm just going to sort of smother it in there, And I'm going to put this guy where he goes and sort of figure out where I want the length. That's looking good right there. And I hit it with an accelerator. This is great. It's called Zip Kicker, and it will cure your super glue instantly. Oops. You really don't need much. In fact, I have it in a spray bottle here. You can actually use this in a dropper and conserve it, which I really should be doing. Okay, I'm liking that. I'm going to go ahead and do this again, though. I'll repeat this step now that it's on there to kind of seal it here on the outside edges, just to make sure, because I want to make sure that this sucker is nice and bonded. I don't want it to pop off. I don't want this arm popping off at any time. Zip Kicker gets super hot when it first is applied, and then it kind of cools off. And there's actually a hinge here, so I'm going to adjust this just a slight bit to make sure that the arm is coming out straight. Looks good. So there we go. So now we have a little claw hand and sort of a ray gun hand here. Those are his two arms. We come for your beer. No, they don't come for your beer. It's ridiculous. I come for your... No. Okay, so here we go. Looking good. What I'm going to do to finish it off is this guy here. I'm going to fish it down there and kind of mount it like so that he'll have wires. Now, I'm going to probably hug this one a little bit closer to the chassis this time to give it a little bit different look, because I do want a bit of an asymmetrical look to this guy. And then I will, once everything's all done, I'll attach this plate and kind of finish out this arm here. And what I'm doing is I'm also filling the inside with a putty. It can get expensive to use this kind of putty to fill huge gaps, but for these tiny little holes, it's all right. It'll work out. Foam, some kind of foam is nice too, but I don't have anything like that lying around. So there we go. That's what this guy looks like right now. I'm gonna go ahead and finish him up, and the next time you see him, probably when I'll be painting him, and we'll see what he looks like all painted up. So there we go. We have begun the invasion of the Saucermen. Thanks, guys.